Hi friends, good morning. I welcome you all to the ASTRA program presented by AKKA IAS Academy. Okay, in this module I'll be discussing day 1 timetable. In the previous video I have discussed about the concept, basic concepts, how you need to solve the questions on speed, time and distance. So here I've taken up the 7 questions and 3 reading comprehension questions. In this first video I'll be discussing few questions with you. So let's begin. In the first question, the Singhad Express left Pune at noon sharp. At noon sharp means 12 p.m. 2 hours later, so plus 2 hours, that is 2 p.m. The Deccan Queen, so another train started from Pune in the same direction. See, this is very important, same direction. The Deccan Queen overtook the Singhad Express at 8 p.m. Okay, so it's obvious that the Deccan Queen is faster than the Singhad Express. So find the average speed of two trains over this journey if the sum of their average speed is 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, I'll be writing the given data and I'm solving the next page. So what they have given? So 12 p.m. the train starts. Okay, so another train starts at 2 p.m. So there is 2 hours difference. Okay. So at 8 p.m. the second train, that is T2, overtakes the first train. So in this duration, what is constant here? Speed, is it constant? It is obvious that the second train overtakes the first train, so speed is obviously not the constant thing. Okay, so they have also given the average speed, that is 70 kilometers. Okay, in the data, and obviously speed and also the time, is the time constant? No, actually time, there is 2 hours difference. So what is constant here? D is constant. See here, both the train travels same distance D. Okay, between two different time intervals. Okay, the second train travels the same distance T faster than the first train. Okay, so D is constant here. So if at all D is constant, in the previous video basic concepts I have told you that we need to equate speed and time. Okay, so the ratio will be speed 1 by speed 2 will be T2 by T1. Okay, upon solving this, S into T1 will be equal to S2 into T2. So I'll be substituting, so S1 here. So speed we don't know. Okay, so T1, the time taken by the train 1, that is 8 hours. Speed 2 we also don't know, so the time taken by the second train is 6 hours. So the ratio upon S1 by S2, what I'll be getting here is 6 by 8, that will be equals to 3 by 4. See, this ratio I have got here. The speed ratio of train 1 to speed ratio of train 2 is 3 upon 4. And one more data they have given, that is 70 kilometers. What is 70 kilometers? The total average speed they have given 70 kilometers. Okay, this average speed includes both the train T1 and T2 speed with 70 kilometers, and we know the ratio here, right? 3:4. So obviously while seeing these two data, we can say that train 1 is 30 kilometer speed and train 2 is 40 kilometer speed. So upon adding this, I'll be getting 70 here. Yes or no? This same data. So the ratio is also 3:4. We got the speed of train T1 and T2 here. Okay, so what they have asked, average speed of the journey here. Okay, what is the formula here? Average speed, that will be equal to total distance covered by both trains whole divided by total time taken. Yes or no? This is the formula for average. So we don't know the distance, right? What distance? But distance is constant, we know that. Okay, now we have got the speed 1, that is 30 kilometers, speed 2, that is equal to 40 kilometers, time also it is 8 hours, and time 2 will be 6 hours. So obviously D is equals to S into T, right? This is the formula we know. So I will be substituting here. So 30 into 8 plus 6 into 40 whole divided by, what is the time taken? 8 plus 6 here. Okay, that is 14. Upon solving this, I will be getting 480 by 14. Yes or no? 3 8s are plus 6 4, 6 4s are 24, so and 3 8s is also 24. Okay, 480 by 14. So this will go in 2 7s are 2 2s are 2 4s are 0 here. Okay, 7 1s are 7 3s are 21. So 3 over, so 34.2, so 34.28 kilometers. Okay, this is the answer here. 34.28 kilometers is the average speed here. Okay, friends, this is very simple question. So you need to understand what the in the basic concepts I have told you, in the same direction, in the opposite direction, and all I have discussed here. So that concept you need to apply. So moving on to the next question. Walking at 3/4 of his normal speed, a man takes 2.5 hours more than the normal time. Find the normal time. Okay, this is the simple question. Walking at 3/4 of his normal speed. So let us assume that some normal speed is there, some x kilometer or 10 kilometers, something like that. Assume that. So 3/4 of his normal speed means lesser than the normal speed. A man takes 2.5 hours more than the normal time. Find the normal time. I'll be solving it here. See, in this question, two variants we don't know. Time we don't know. Actually, in relative they have given. Okay, in relative time they have given, and also speed is also unknown. Okay, and distance they have not given, and it is also not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary because they have asked to find the normal time. See, what the question tells is walking at 3/4 of his original speed. See, if at all you go through the equation wise, it will become a bit tedious to solve this problem. See, considering normal speed will be s1, that will be equal to x, and the decreased speed will be s2, that is equal to 3 by 4 of x, and with this speed some t1 time he'll be taking, and this time he'll be taking t1 plus 2.5 hours. Yes or no? This is the equation, and we need to find what is t1 here. See, two variables we don't know here, right? We can solve this through equation method. Okay, I'll tell you how to solve this equation method. Before that, there is a simple trick you need to understand here. Okay, the basic crux, what the question is telling. See here. See, if at all the speed is decreased to 3/4 of the original speed, right? So then how much time will be increased to 1/3 of the time has been increased. Okay, so how I got this 1/3, I'll let you know with this an example. Okay, it's actually ratio and proportion. See here, if at all you know the ratio and proportion, this will be very easy for you. See, 3/4 of his original speed, the speed has been decreased to, therefore time will obviously will be increased, right? Speed has been decreased means to cover the same distance, time will be increased because they are inversely proportional. Okay, so what we can say that 2.5 hours, what the extra time he will be taking, that will be equal to 1/3. 2.5 hours, that will be equal to 1/3. Yes or no? So what is this 1/3 equals to 2.3? Actually there are three parts. Okay, so one part is 2.5 hours, that is nothing but 1/3. This equation what they are showing is 1/3 here. Okay, so then what is the total three parts? 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. So 5 plus, that is 7.5. So the normal time taken will be 7.5. This is actually, if at all you know the ratio and proportion, this will become very easy for you. See, this I told you, right? T is 1/3. How? Say for consider it and take it as an example. See, speed has been decreased to 3/4. Time has been increased to 1/3. So this 1/3 how I got, I'll show you with an example here how I got 1/3, 33%. Okay, consider s1 equals 8 normal speed. Okay, t1 equals 1 hour. So the distance d will be obviously 8 kilometers, right? So now s2 will be 3/4 of 8 original speed, 3/4 of his original speed. So time taken t2 we don't know. Let us it's 2.5 hours they have given, but t2 we need to find out here. Okay, distance is 8 kilometers, same 8 kilometers. Yes or no? Okay, in the question they have told that t2 is 2.5 hours more. Okay, but we need to find the t2 here, then we'll compare with 1 hour to t2 here. Okay, then you'll be getting a clear idea. So 4 ones are 4 twos are. So S2 will be 6, speed 2 will be 6. Okay, so T2, that is question mark, and D is equals to 8 kilometers. So what you know, T you need to find out. So T is equals to distance upon speed. What is distance here? 8 kilometers, speed is 6. So what is that? 6 1 times 0.220, so 6 3s are 18, so 1.33. It goes on like this, right? So T here is 1.33 hours. So what is, this is T2, right? Okay, so what is original time? That is 1 hour, right? So what is the increase percentage here? 33%. That is nothing but 1 by 3. See, this is the ratio and proportion. If at all you are well versed with the ratio and proportion, then solving this problem will be easier for you. Okay, so moving on to the next question. What is the time taken by Chandru, not Chandru, it is Chandu, to cover a distance of 360 kilometers by a motorcycle moving at a speed of 10 meters per second? Okay, it's very simple. It's actually conversion here. So from kilometer per hour to meter per second, what you need to multiply is 5 by 18. So vice versa, when you converting meter per second to kilometer per hour, that is 18 by 5. This I have discussed, right? So the same concept you need to apply here. So this is a simple problem here. What they have given, speed is equals to 10 meter per second. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to convert this into kilometer per hour. So what you need to multiply, 10 into 18 by 5. So 5 twos are, so 18 twos are 36. So 36 kilometer per hour is the speed. So what is the distance need to travel? 360 kilometer. So the formula is equals to, speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is equals to distance upon speed. So 360 by 36, that is 10 hours. So T equals 10 hours is the answer for this. It's a very simple problem. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Without stoppage, a train travels a certain distance. So D is certain distance, D is unknown here, with an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and with stoppage it covers the same distance. Okay, D is same here. Okay, D equals D. So guys, so friends, when I as discussed in the previous slides, when distance is same, we can equate S1 and we can equate speed and time, right? See, as discussed in the previous slide, S1 upon S2 will be equals to T2 upon T1. So this we can write, right? Okay, so what they have asked, on an average how many minutes per hour does the train stop during the journey? So second train actually it's traveling in a lesser speed, 40 kilometers per hour. So how many minutes per hour does the train stop during the journey? So it's a very simple question, right? I'll be solving it in the next page. So distance is same here, distance is same. Okay, when distance is same, what we can equate? We can equate speed of the two trains. We can take the ratio. Okay, in the previous slides I have discussed this thing with you. So what is S1 equals 60 kilometers? What is S2? That will be equal to 40 kilometers. This is without stop, and speed this is the train 2 with stoppage. This is the given data. Okay, by seeing this given data, if at all this train is train 1 travels for 1 hour with 60 kilometers of speed, so the distance covered will be, obviously D1 will be 60 kilometers, right? Because T is 1 hour. It is as simple as that. Speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Time is 1 hour. So the distance will be 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, and also they are saying that distance travel will be the same kilo here. Okay, for the second train also the distance will be same. So the distance what the train 2 needs to travel is 60 kilometers. Okay, you can solve this in two different types of methods. By seeing this only, the shortcut method I'll be dealing with you right here. Okay, see here, for 1 hour, if train travels at 60 kilometer per hour for 1 hour, it will travel 60 kilometer, right? So if train 2 travels at 40 kilometer per hour, it will travel for 40 kilometer in 40 minutes. Yes or no? In 40 minutes it will cover 40 kilometers. So in 1 hour, when you see both the conditions here, in 1 hour, okay, the second train, obviously it will stop for 20 minutes, because 60 minutes minus 20 will be 40 here. Yes or no? So 20 minutes is the answer here. By seeing this without solving, you can come to an option, right option here, without solving, without taking pen and pencil, without working with the pen and pencil, you can come to an option here, that is option A is the right answer here. Option A is the right answer here. Okay. So second method, what I was telling you here is, if at all speed they have given here and distance they have given here, so times they have given here. Okay, so again you need to calculate the time here. What is the T2? So T2 sometime you will be getting, so upon T2 minus T1 you will be doing, and then it's a lengthy work. Okay, so try to use this shortcut method and common sense for this. While glancing at the questions only, you need to come to the answer here. Okay, it's traveling for 60 kilometers per hour, 1 hour 60 kilometers it will travel, and if at all it's traveling with 40 kilometers per hour, so 40 minutes 40 kilometers it will be traveling. Okay, so so what is the difference here? 20 minutes difference is there here. Okay, so for 40 minutes it will be traveling 40 kilometers, so 20 minutes is, obviously there is a difference here. In 1 hour it will be traveling only 40 kilometers, but the duration of travel will be only 40 minutes. Therefore the 20 minutes is the with stoppage here. Okay, this common sense you need to apply here. Okay, moving on to the next question. Narayan Murthy, walking at the speed of 20 kilometers per hour, reaches his college 10 minutes late. Next time he increases the speed by 5 kilometers per hour, but finds he is still late by 4 minutes. Okay, he is still late by 4 minutes. What is the distance of his college? So distance will be question mark here. Okay, they have given speed S1 and S2 and T1 and T2. So they have asked to find the distance here, which I will be solving in the next page. So S1 will be 20 kilometers per hour. So for time taken will be normal time plus 10 minutes. So S2 will be 25 kilometers per hour. So T2 will be x plus 4. He is again late by 4 minutes, right? See here, we also know that distance is equals to speed into time, right? So distance travel will be same here. Distance travel will be same, so we can equate S1 by S2, that will be equals to T2 upon T1. So what is S1 and S2? I'll be substituting here. So S1 is 20 kilometers upon S2 will be 25 kilometers. Time taken will be x plus 4 by x plus 10 here. Okay, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. So 4 into x plus 10, that will be equal to 5 into x plus 4. See, 4x plus 40 will be equal to 5x plus 20. So upon taking x to the same side, 5x minus 4x, 5x minus 4x will be 40 minus 20. So x will be 20 here. So what is x here? X is 20 minutes here. Okay, this we need to convert it into hours here. Okay, so 20 minutes is there, so that we need to convert it into hours. So what is that? We know that 60 minutes equals 1 hour, right? So this is 20 minutes they are talking about. Obviously it is 1/3 hour. So 20 into 3 will be 60, right? So it is 1/3 hour. So now we know that x is equals to 1/3 hours. Okay, and you also have two equations here, right? So x plus 10 and x plus 4, right? So you need to take this this is also 10 minutes in minutes, 10 minutes. So when you convert this 10 minutes into hours, what you will get? 1 by 6. Okay, so we have got x is equals to 1 by 3. So total time taken will be 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So that is x plus 10 minutes they will be taking. Okay, so we need to find the distance here. Distance is equal to speed into time, right? So what is the speed? Distance will be 20. Distance is equal to speed into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So d is equals to 20 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So 3 and 6 I will be taking LCM. 6 I will be getting, so 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. So d will be equals to 20 into 1 by 2, that is 10. So d is 10 kilometers. Okay, this is the answer here. See friends, this problem can be solved in another method also. See, I'll be discussing in the next page here. So what is the speed here? S1 will be equals to 20 kilometers per hour. S2, speed 2 will be equals to 25 kilometers per hour. So what is the increase friends here? 5 kilometers per hour the speed has been increased. Okay, so what percentage is this? Okay, if at all he is traveling at initial speed of 20 kilometers per hour, he will increase the speed to 5 kilometers. So the next speed will be 25 kilometers, right? So what is the percentage increase here? See, initial speed is 20, the net speed will be 25. 5 kilometers he has increased. So for arguments, see, I'll be discussing in detail here. Okay, so 20 speed is there. What is 10 percentage of 20? 2, right? What is 20? Then what is 20 percentage of 20? So plus 2. What is 10%? So 1. So actually for 20 kilometers of speed there is an actual increase in 5 kilometers, there is an increase. So the actually 10%, 10% and 5%, so 25% there is an increase in speed here. Okay, you got it right here. So the speed has been increased by 25%. See, this condition you need to know very much clearly here. Okay, so what is the time reduced? Actually initially he will be taking x plus 10. So the time 1, the time 2 will be x plus 4. Okay, so this is the normal time taken for the both traveling, right? So what is the actually difference here? 10 minus 4, that is 6. See, for 25% increase in speed he is saving 6 minutes. This ratio you need to know very much clearly. Okay, this 6 minutes, when we convert it into percentage, this will be told as for 25% increase in speed there's a reduction in time of 20%. Okay, for 25% if the speed has been increased, the time has been decreased to 20%. So when you get to know this very clearly using percentage, then solving the percentage, so solving this problem will be very much easy for you. Okay, for 25% increase he's saving 6 minutes of time. So what is the actual percentage? 20% of the time has been saved here. Okay, okay, for 20% that will be equals to 6 minutes, right? So 20 into 5 will be 100%. So 6 into 5 will be 30 minutes. Yes or no? This is the normal time he will be taking. Okay, when you got to know that this is 30 minutes, then the required distance is 20 kilometers per hour into 0.5 hours. Okay, 20 kilometers, that is the speed here. Okay, the required distance d is equals to speed into time. What is the time we have got here? 1 by 2, that is 30 minutes here. That is when converted into hour, that is 1 by 2. Okay, so 20 into 1 by 2, that will be equals to 10. Distance is 10 kilometers. Both the methods I have explained here. This is the crucial part here. See friends, here this is the crucial part. For 25% increase in the speed, time will be reduced to 20%. This ratio, when you get to know clearly, see this I'll be explaining with you an example here. Okay, this how the process will be going on. Say for example, speed S1 will be 100 kilometers. Okay, just an assumption here. Okay, then S2 should be increased to 25% of S1, right? What is 25% of S1? 10% of 100 is 10, so 10% again, then 10, so 5% will be 5, so this is 25% should be increased, right? So this is 25, so the new speed will be 125 kilometers. Okay, so S1 and S2 the speed has been increased. Okay, if at all T1 will be 1 hour, just an assumption, and obviously distance will be both the distance will be same in both the cases. Distance will be 100 kilometers. Okay, here also distance will be 100 kilometers only. So T2 we need to find out. Okay, T2 we need to find out. This is the case condition here. Okay, in this condition here, speed has been increased to 25% from S1 to S2. This we already know. So what is the reduction of time from T2 to T1? This we need to find out here. Okay, the percentage of reduction here. So let's calculate here, guys. Okay, so time is equals to distance upon speed. We know that. So distance is 100 kilometers, speed is 125 kilometers. Okay, so 5 2s are 10 and 0, 5 2s are 10 and 5 5s are, okay, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are, that will be equal to 4 upon 5, so 5 0.8, 5 8s are 40, 0.8 hour. Okay, T2 will be 0.8 hour. So what was T1 here? 1 hour. T1 was 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, right? So T2 I have got here 0.8 hour. So what is 0.8 hour? This you will be calculating here. Okay, this you need to calculate here. How much I'll be dealing in detail here. Okay, 60 minutes means 1 hour. So 0.8 hours means how many minutes? This 60, okay, into 80 divided by 100, that will be equal to 48 minutes. Okay, 0.8 hours means 48 minutes. So what is the difference here? 12 minutes is the difference here. So this 12 minutes is the 20% of 60 here. Okay, see here, 60 into 20 divided by 100 will be 12 minutes. Okay, see, for 25% increase in speed, the time has been reduced by 12 minutes, that is 20%. This relationship you need to understand here very much. Okay, when you understand this relationship, the solving of the problem will be easier for you. Okay guys, both the methods I have explained here, that is formula method and in the mind calculation method. Okay, the next we will be moving to the next question. A boat goes 40 km upstream in 8 hours and a distance of 49 km downstream in 7 hours. Okay, the speed of the boat in still water is, see, I'll be solving this question in the next page. It's a very simple question. What they have given, speed 1, it is downstream. Okay, that is distance is 49 kilometers and time taken is 7 hours. Okay, and speed 2 in the upstream, that is D2 will be 40, time taken will be 8 hours. Okay, so speed of in the downstream will be speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. This I have explained, right? And speed in the upstream will be speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. This formula I have explained you. Okay, now substituting here, we know that distance upon time, this is the formula. So 49 upon 7, so 7 7s are 49 kilometer per hour. speed in downstream. Okay, speed in upstream will be same, 40 divided by 8, that will be equals to 5 8s are 40, so 8 into 5, so 5 kilometers per hour in upstream. Okay, in both the cases the speed of the stream has been added here and has been subtracted here. Okay, so what you need to know is you need to take the average here. What is the speed of the boat in still water? Okay, that will be equals to 7 plus 5 divided by 2 variables, that is divided by 2. Okay, that will be equal to 12 divided by 2, that is 6 kilometer per hour. This is very simple question, so option C is the answer here. Moving on to the next question. In a race of 600 meters, Ajay beats Vijay by 660 meters, and in a race of 500 meters, Vijay beats Anjay by 25 meters. By how many meters will Ajay beat Anjay in 400 meters race? So there are three persons here, that is Ajay, Vijay and Anjay. Okay, the relationship will be first 2 and second 2. They have asked first and 3 here. Okay, in the next page I will be writing it in a detailed form. So first distance d1 will be 600 meters. Here Ajay beats Vijay by 60 meters. Okay, so d2 in 500 meters. Here Vijay beats Anjay by 25 meters. This is 60 meters, 25 meters. Ajay beats Vijay, Vijay beats Anjay. D1 is 60 meters and D2 is okay. So what they have question? By how many meters Ajay beats Anjay in 400 meters race? This is the question here. Okay, see here, I'll be writing it in a simpler form here. Ajay 600 meters race. Okay, Vijay, see the relationship what they have given here is Ajay and Vijay. So Ajay beats Vijay by 60 meters they have given, right? In a 600 meters race, Ajay beats Vijay by 60 meters. That is nothing but if at all Ajay has travelled 600 meters, Vijay will be travelling 600 minus 60, that is 540 meters. This is the relationship we will be getting in the first statement. Okay, so in the same statement, second statement, Vijay in 500 meters race, okay, Vijay beats Anjay by 25 meters. That is nothing but when Vijay has completed the 500 meters race, Anjay will be 25 meters behind Vijay, that is 475 meters. This relationship you are getting, right? Okay, in the similar fashion, in 400 meters they have asked, in 400 meters they have asked when Ajay beats Anjay. Okay, when Ajay is traveling 400 meters, so Anjay will be how much meters behind? This is the crux of the question. Okay, see here, I'll be using a different ink here. Okay, Ajay and Vijay relationship is given, A and V, Ajay and Vijay relationship. So Vijay and Anjay relationship is there. Okay, Vijay and Anjay relationship. So Vijay 2 times they have given here. Okay, I'll equate this both, all the 3 persons here. Okay, all the 3 persons I'll be equating here. Just see here, Vijay 540 meters they have given. Vijay is 540 meters and second data Vijay is 500 meters I have got here. So this I need to convert it here. Okay, so when Vijay is traveling 500 meters, Anjay is traveling 475 meters. Okay, this from here I got here. Okay, this is nothing but when Vijay is traveling 5 meters, Anjay is traveling 4.75 meters. This you can relate it, right? 500 and 475. Similarly, 5 meters and 4.75 meters. Okay. So, what is the difference here? Actually, here they have given 540 meters and here they have given 500 meters, right? So difference is 40 meters. So for the traveling of, here I have got for traveling 5 meters, 4.75 is the meters traveled by Anjay. So when Vijay travels 40 meters, so how much he will be traveling, Anjay? I'll be how much, this I need to get to know. Okay, so 5 into 8 I have done, so I have got 48. So similarly 4.75 into 8, what I will get here? 4.75 into 8, I will be getting it as 38. Okay, so what I have got here is, when Vijay is traveling 40 meters, Anjay will be traveling 38 meters. Okay, so for 500 meters Anjay will be traveling 475 meters. So for 40 meters 38 meters. So for 540 meters 475 plus 38, that is 513 meters. Okay, now I can equate all the three in the ratio form. See here, therefore Ajay is to Vijay is to Anjay. Okay, 600 is to 540 is to 513. This ratio you need to find out here first. This is nothing but, when Ajay is traveling 6 meters, Vijay will be traveling 5.4 meters and Anjay will be traveling 5.13 meters. So what the question says, how many meters Ajay beats Anjay in 400 meters race. Okay, so for Ajay, 6 into how much will be 400, that how much I need to multiply here also. So 400 divided by 6 will be 6 1 times 6 6 times 6 6 times 0.6. Okay, this is actually, when I multiply 6 into 66.66, I'll be getting around 400, right? So when Ajay is traveling 400 meters, Anjay will be traveling also. This also I need to multiply it 60.66. Okay, 66.66 into 5.13. So total 4 points are there. This after cross multiplying I will be getting around 342, around 342. So for every 400 meters traveled by Ajay, Anjay will be traveling 342 meters. So this is the answer for that. Okay, in the question they have asked by how many meters Ajay will beat Anjay, right? So 400 minus 342, that will be equals to 58. So 50 by 58 meters Ajay will beat Anjay. Okay, this is the answer here. So guys, option D is the right answer here. Okay, moving on to the next question. So this is the passage here. Once I will read, you kindly pause the video and then attempt the passage here. Okay, and also guys, actually while solving the passage, avoid starting reading the passage in the first case. Okay, first instance, see the questions first, then when you see the options there, then you will get to know on which part of the passage you need to concentrate more, and for the which part of the question for which part of the passage the question has been asked. Okay, so first go and read the question, then come to the passage here. Okay, so this question, this passage is, private investment in general is volatile. Foreign private investment is more volatile because available investment avenues are significantly greater, that is in the entire world. Therefore, responsibility of providing employment cannot be left to the foreign direct investment. This is the important point here. Okay, mark it up. Responsibility of providing employment cannot be left to the foreign direct investment. The current FDI inflows are volatile over time and across sectors and regions, which is a necessary consequence of their search for the highest returns. See, FDI inflows are volatile because they can go out from any sector and any regions because their more importance is highest returns. This is the statement saying here. The adverse consequence are unstable employment. So because of this volatile nature of FDI inflows, what is the adverse consequence? Unstable employment and an accentuation of income and regional inequalities. A probable positive consequence of it is, see, probable, it is saying, it's not actually saying it is, okay, it is saying a probable positive consequence of foreign direct investment is the inflow of new technology. Probably new technology is coming and its subsequent diffusion. If at all new technology comes through foreign direct investment, if at all, okay, it's probable in nature, then the technology will be diffused, okay. However, the technology diffusion is not at all certain because if at all through foreign direct investment this new technology comes, then it is not certain that it diffuses, okay. The passage is saying it's not certain that diffuses. If at all however, the technology diffusion is not all certain because the existing state of physical and human capital in India may provide inadequate for the diffusion. If at all the technology tries also to diffuse, the existing infrastructure and human capital, they are inadequate for the diffusion. This is the passage saying, okay. Now we shall see the question what the passage has been asked. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made, okay. So what do you mean by assumption here? Assumption is nothing but what is not given in the passage and we need to assume that, okay. Following assumptions have been made, okay. Assumption means you are assuming things here, okay. Following assumption that is not directly given in the passage, okay. So another question will be based on like inference, right? So what do you mean by inference? So inference is nothing but the degree of certainty, right? It's according to the passage, what is given in the passage. The inference means the degree of certainty, okay. It's based upon the passage, whereas assumption is not based upon the passage. It should not be given in the passage and we need to assume the things, okay. So with reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Relying on foreign investment in the long run is not economically sound policy, first option. Policies must be undertaken to reduce volatility in foreign private investment. They are not talking about policies here. Policies must be undertaken to strengthen domestic private investment. Public investment should be given priority over private investment. Substantial public investment in education and health should be undertaken. So the passage has been talking about the foreign investment, foreign direct investment, and the negative consequences of the foreign direct investments here, right? Okay. So upon examining the first statement, relying on foreign investment in the long run is not an economically sound policy, okay. If at all the passage is not directly talking about the economical sound policies, okay, economically sound policy, but the passage is saying about the negative consequences of the policies. See, for assumption means it's not actually directly given in the passage. We need to assume the things from the passage that I was telling you, right? So assuming the things means it should not contradict the statement, okay. They are not talking about if at all they are not talking about the economic policies here, so it should not also contradict the statement. If it is good for economically sound policy, it's contradicting the idea of the theme of the passage, right? So in reference to that, when you see relying on foreign investment in the long run is not an economically sound policy, this option holds good here, okay. The first option holds good here for assumption, okay. Policies must be undertaken to reduce volatility in the foreign private investment. See, the passage is talking about foreign private investment is volatile in nature, okay. Nowhere it is talking about we need to take the measures because it's a foreign direct investment. It's saying that it's volatile in nature. The foreign direct investment is volatile in nature because of the profit oriented business, okay. Hence it is not giving any solution for that. It's talking about the nature of the foreign direct investment. So second statement, we cannot say we can assume that a new policy should be taken like that. It's like a contradicting the theme of the passage here. Okay, the second statement can be taken out here. Okay, so if second statement can be taken out, then option 1 can be eliminated and option C can be eliminated. Okay, so 1 is the good, holds good here, so hence option B is the most probable option and most probably a right answer for this passage. Okay, moving on to the next passage. Many opportunities to harness the highly skewed seasonal and spatial distribution of monsoon flows which occur in 4-month period from June to September annually have been lost. See here, it's telling that the opportunities to harness highly skewed have been lost here. Okay, so since these few months account for most of the rainfall and consequent freshwater availability, the need for holding rainwater in reservoirs for subsequently releasing it for the use of over the year is necessity nobody can afford to overlook. Climate change will continue to affect weather condition and create water shortages and excesses. While millions suffer from droughts and floods, water in countries many rivers flow unutilized and are discharged into the sea every year. Okay, so some fair idea it's we are getting from the passages. They are talking about the monsoon irregularities, and we need to conserve and hold water, and we need to utilize it in a good manner throughout the year in a more efficient manner, right? So now I will see the question here. With reference to the above passage, which of the following could be the most rational and practical implications for India? Most rational and practical implications of India. Okay, so interlinking of rivers should be undertaken. First statement. Okay, interlinking of rivers should be undertaken. Okay, a network of dams and canals should be built across the country for proper distribution of water. Okay, farmers should be provided easy loans for digging bore wells. See, in this passage they were not talking about farmers or if at all indirectly they are talking about farmers welfare. They are not talking about they should be provided with loan, or they have a necessity with loans because they are shortage of funds. They are not, the passage is not talking about that, right? Okay, so this third statement can be directly negated. If at all this third statement is directly negated, option C and option D are gone. Okay, option C and option D cannot be the answer. When you look into the option 1 and 2, so so second statement is common, right? So second statement will be obviously right here. Okay, we need to check foreign statements. So usage of water for agriculture should be regulated by law. So this is also, this statement also doesn't hold so good, right? The statement talks about we need to efficiently manage the water resources. Okay, but it is not talking about it should be regulated by law, or it is beneficial if at all it's regulated by law. It's not talking about any law, right? So fourth statement also we can be negated. If at all fourth statement it is negated, so option A will be the remaining here. So option 1 and 2, statement 1 and 2 holds good here. So option A is the answer here. So moving on to the next passage. People will invest in education whenever they are granted the economic freedom to fully enjoy its benefits. Again, this is for the obvious reason that the return on education increases as the level of economic freedom rises. See, obvious reason that the return on education increases as the level of economic freedom rises. Okay, when people, thanks to lower tax rate, are allowed to retain most of the higher income that they gain from each incremental level of education, it makes eminent sense to invest in the education. See here, it's talking about when people, thanks to lower tax rates, okay, when people thanks to lower tax rate are allowed to retain most of the higher income that they gain from each incremental level of education, it makes eminent sense to invest in the education. If at all the tax rates are lowered and what actually the amount has been saved from the tax, if at all that has been invested in the education, it makes eminent sense to invest in the education. That should be made investment in the education. On the other hand, when the government decides to tax higher income of educated individuals at even higher rates, it makes very little sense to invest in educating oneself further. Okay, see here what the, on the other hand, what the government is speaking, when the government decides to tax higher income of educated individuals at even higher rates. Okay, if at all he is a highly educated person and he is earning more income, if at all government decides to tax more for him, okay, on the income what he earns, if at all government decides to tax more, it makes very little sense to invest in educating oneself further. See, the uneducated person will obviously feel the same thing, right? If at all I get education, if at all I invest in the education and I get educated myself and I earn more money, obviously I need to pay more tax to the government. So it makes no sense. Like that this passage is saying here, the same incentives apply to parents who decides on whether to invest in their children's education. Okay, this is the passage talking about the education investment and all. Okay, so we'll see the question here. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions, see again the assumption questions have been question has been asked here. Following assumptions have been made. Lower tax rates in a country invariably translate into greater investment in the higher education. See, the statement is telling that if at all there is lower tax regime in the country, it invariably translates to the greater investments in the higher education. But the passage is saying that if at all there is a lower tax, then it might result in the investment will be good if at all it's made in the education field. There is no way that if at all there is a lower tax regime and that the amount saved will be invested in the education, right? So first statement is wrong here. It's because the statement is telling that lower tax rates in a country is invariably translate into greater investment. That is, the statement is telling that lower tax rates in a country 100% the investment goes to the higher education. So first statement is wrong here. Okay, option A is wrong here and option D is wrong here. With 2 and 3 we need to find out. Investment in the education of children ensures their economic freedom. See, investment in the education of children ensures their economic freedom. That the passage doesn't speak about the speak in this sense. Okay, we'll check about this third statement. Economic freedom has a positive impact on building up the human capital. This can be more related, more preferable assumption than the second statement. Okay, economic freedom has a positive impact on building up human capital. Okay, when you compare with statement 2 and statement 3, statement 3 holds more good than the statement 2 here. Okay, hence you need to opt for option 3 here, since option C is the right answer here. Okay, thank you. This was the last question for this this session. Okay, thank you for staying up with me for such long time. So thank you guys, thank you for staying for such long time. If at all you feel this this video is informative, kindly share it with your friends and kindly rate it. Okay, thank you guys, we shall meet in the next video.